Hello, welcome back. It is once again time for some Shadowgate. I feel like we might actually... Well, we should beat it today. Even if it takes a little bit longer than the normal stream. And I feel like I'm getting fairly close to the end. Yeah, let's pull this over. Another one of those games that doesn't like to be clicked off of. Ah, yes. A set of tunnels, each leading off in a different direction, line this central cave. Yeah, so we're currently in this shaft in a cave. If we... Actually, can we? Can you take me, please, to... Or, I guess... Here, castle. I guess. Huh. I guess the only other thing is, taking a look at our spells. Conjures feels something like a rite of passage. Yeah, dizzying array of colors. Dazzling flash of light. Screech echoing in recesses of your mind. Stone opening itself to some mystery beyond. Your mind glimpses some spectral person at the edge of your consciousness. Okay. So I don't think any of those spells would do anything in this room, so we'll just head back. A chill grabs hold of you, clawing its way up your spine. You feel like you are being watched. Whoa. Being watched, huh? Strange breathing sound rises from this hole. That's not good. Yeah. Scraping and skittering from the passage beyond. Well, that doesn't sound good at all. Breathing noises. Skittering and scraping. Oh yeah, that's the golden thorn or whatever. Safe. Go! As you make your way across the cave, a scraping sound brings you to a standstill. Two creatures resembling gargoyles slither from small cave openings on either side of the cavern. The beasts sniff the air in anticipation of a fresh morsel. You. Sparks! Thoroughly unnerved by the creature in front of you, you miscast your spell, which creates a small explosion. The creatures are at first confused, but quickly recover to pounce on you in a flurry of spikes, claws, and teeth.
What a pity that you have failed in your grand quest.
Uh-huh. What a pity. Indeed. Sparks! That's electrifying, malevolent air. Flash of light. Blah! Blind you! You shout out the spell, Flamoris, setting loose a brilliant flash of light. This startles the two creatures. They quickly beat a hasty retreat back into their caves. A sense of wrongness overcomes you as the ground rumbles and shakes beneath your feet. Well, that's not good. Let's go. Having no interest in another encounter, you hurry across the stone floor and out of the small cave. A series of hastily dug tunnels are held together with old and rotting timbers. Open the sack. You rummage through the sack, finding a scroll, a stone tablet, and 2 crystals. Taking these, you then discard the sack. Scroll, you say. Also, what's this book? Dusty Tome. You glance over the page and read from an entry. The dwarves are proving difficult. I have pushed them day and night, excavating as my lord commands, but I fear that they may all perish before we reach our goal. I've commanded Chief Gorka to bring goblins, as I may resort to using those brutes for this work. You read the carefully scrawled words on the scroll. Brother Adnan, forgive us. We know not the location of the place of power that you spoke of. We continue to search the caverns and ancient chambers below, having uncovered several areas containing artifacts from a time long past. What these places mean we cannot tell. It is signed in a cursive letter T. Roughly hewn cave opening leads deeper into the caverns. The opening looks as if it might cave in at any moment. A series of drips echo down the passageway. Which prayers I shall save. Red glow from the cavern walls gives you the feeling that you have entered some sort of netherworld. Rough-hewn cave wall shows sign of deterioration, looking as if they might cave in at any time. Excuse me, cave in at any time. Disoriented, you look about you, wondering if you've been in this cave before. Perhaps you were going around in circles? That's weird. Yeah, I have been in this cave before and there was nothing in here. What the? But it looks different. But it's like, it's not the same. It looks just like this cavern. Looks exactly like it. But it's way far away from there. It's so weird. Yeah, these caves seem to have a bunch of dead ends in them. A series of drips echo down this passageway. So let's take a look at this one. Despite the lack of a breeze, you catch a whiff of some musky animal. You are doubly cautious as you continue your explorations. Musky animal. A frayed rope ladder hangs down into the opening in the tunnel floor. Hastily constructed beams, surely cut from the woods within Gatekeeper, hold up the rock ceiling overhead. It's not a gop. That's weird. I mean, when I go back up, look at that. It's 2 sparkles. That's weird. A censure? Pulling power into yourself after a moment, you release it with a whispered word. The spell weakly flows out and quickly dissipates, having produced no real results. Sparks. Entres. Agap. Invocan. Yeah, no, nothing's working, huh? That's weird. They sparkle and then the sparkles fade. But also, no. White crystal glows and pulsates in a vibrant kaleidoscope of colors. The glistening black crystal is amazingly smooth and nearly polished. This stone tablet has various glyphs carved into it. Several symbols resonate with you. A hand followed by a pointed star and 4 vertical lines. Well, the pointed star looks an awful lot like this. Nothing happened when you used the bladed sun on the tablet. The rock walls begin to shake and rumble. Thankfully, after a moment or two, the earthquake recedes. What? Huh? Hey, hold up. The intense heat of this room makes it difficult to draw a breath. Well, hang on. Let me just make sure that I save. Yeah. A broken and cracked, this stone statue portrays a large dragon-like creature, its wings spread. Strange words which read, Motari riseth, are etched in the rock. You feel like you've seen it once before. You bow down and ask the dragon-like creature for its protection. This bubbling pool of lava is fed by a superheated magma flow. You've done some foolish things, but this won't be one of them. You mutter to yourself. Intense heat. This room makes it difficult to draw breath. I wonder if I should go back and get that ice elemental. Bring it here. Don't know if it's particularly useful. Or if it would be particularly useful. Guess we'll go back to the lower caverns. Uh-huh. Okay. This chamber is no different than all the other caves you've been in before. Seems that way. A noxious smell rises from the bubbling tar pit in the center of this cave, assaulting your senses. Bubbling black substance of this tar pit is incredibly sticky. If I just go through here. Timbers, some rotten, some strong, brace this shaft holding the rock at bay. The opening in the rock ceiling is accessible via a rotting rope ladder. Another sparkler. A series of haphazardly placed wooden timbers brace the ceiling in this cave. The dark cave, replete with echoing sounds, seems to be closing in on you from all sides. Whole lot of nothing in these caves, huh? It's just like a maze of caves. Cave. You reach for a handhold as a noticeable vibration permeates this cavern. No doubt the work of dwarves, this passage through the rock has been carved from solid stone. Two paths. Air from this tunnel feels heavy, stifling even. Without provocation, a wave of panic washes over you. You shake your head, wondering if some terrible fate will overcome you should you enter the tunnel. Interesting. A huge chasm cuts this chamber in two. On the far side, you see a tunnel, no doubt leading deeper into the labyrinth of caves. This rock has been carved to resemble a table one set with a series... A table one? What? Tablione? Set with a series of holes. Its surface contains two figures, which you swear you have seen before. You wonder if it's worth a closer look. You carefully sidestep the strange pattern on the ground, hoping for a closer look at the stone table. A table of sorts has been carved into the solid rock pedestal. The geometric pattern of the holes is oddly familiar. Blue crystal protrudes from a hole in the rock table. Red crystal. A series of glowing runes surround two faded figures that look to be fighting in the sky. It looks strangely familiar to you. Oh yeah, two faded figures here. Bunch of runes. Should I put this in here? Carefully set the white crystal into the slot. I don't know. Set the black crystal into the slot. I don't know. Hey, buddy.
This is another one of the wizard's mechanisms.
You need to arrange the crystals in the correct pattern. You know, I think we've seen this pattern somewhere before. Lines of color ranging from black to red. Have we? But also, I'm not able to move any of these. I can look at them, but it won't let me move them. Where would I have seen that pattern? Although hastily dug and girded by old timbers, dwarven handiwork is still evident in these tunnels. Up we go. You note a shaft set within the sandy cave floor. A cloying, sweet smell wafts up from the depths below. At the far side of the cavern, a figure adorned in robes and wielding a staff chants a spell directed at a massive rune-covered wall. The air of malevolence is almost palpable. Ooh. Sparks! The Warlock Lord seems to sense you and raises a hand before you can unleash your spell. He launches a bolt of energy that slams right into you. The only and last thought that crosses your mind is, what a terrible first impression that was. Well.
'Tis a sad thing that your adventures have ended here.
You know, just as wildly chanting in an arcane tongue that sends shivers down your spine, the wave of hatred and malevolence that emanates from this dark wizard is almost palpable. This must be the Warlock Lord himself. An ancient stone statue lies within the chasm. You wonder what cataclysm buried such a massive sculpture. With a shrug of your shoulders, you genuflect towards the statue and pray that the Warlock Lord doesn't see you. Yorick comes to life and says, "You'll pray to just any old thing, won't ya?" Shut up. Shut up, Yorick. Leave me alone. There's a ton of crystals down there. Your actions alert the terrible presence across the chamber. The Dark Wizard makes a simple gesture that launches a bolt of energy, which slams right into you. The only and last thought that crosses your mind is, what a terrible first impression that was. Chucking a rock at him.
'Tis a sad thing that your adventures have ended here.
Sure is, buddy. Sure is. Okay. What action did I take? Tell me.
'Tis a sad thing
Sure is sad. Alright, let's get out of here. Clearly we should not be there right now. Upper catacombs. There's just 2 rooms there. Definitely something going on here, but I don't know the pattern. And I don't know how to affect the pattern. And there's these sparkles occasionally. You'd think Flamoris would do something about that. Like it did in that one room back in the castle. But apparently not. Sparkle there again. Another sparkle. Not really sure what I would do with this tar. Since nothing is happening, after a few moments you stop trying, yeah. Another sparkle. Oh, that's the way I was going, right. And then I gotta go up to get back. Yeah, that's that tunnel. This one's the lava. I don't know, a gop. Nope. Invocan? Yeah, nothing. Intres. Plumoris. Sparks. A sensor. Yeah, nothing. And this one just leads to dead end. I guess we'll just leave those tunnels for now. There's this guy. Mummified figures dressed in regal garb with the design of a lion on it. You have little doubt that this is the legendary doomed King Dugan from the ancient courts of Storm Haven. But also, hold up. Yo, okay. So there's the Red Mountains, there's the Blue Mountains, and then so such a long ways. There we go. Okay, and now we know this one goes here, and this one goes here. Okay, I put them in their place.
Now that you've got the crystals in the right aura, you need to activate the mechanism. One of the wizard's spells might do the trick.
Okay, entrails? No.
Agab.
No.
Invocan.
No.
Sparks.
No. Accenture? No. Never your result. Flumoris? No, it doesn't even work. Do I need to use it from here? Just go down the list. Unless there's just a spell that I don't have yet. I need to maybe go get. That one didn't work. Also, wait, what did it say? Oh, well, it didn't fizzle that time. Sparks. Accenture. Accenture. Yeah, again, nothing. I guess I don't have the spell needed yet. Oh. So. Ultimately deciding not to take it, but the silent dead visage looks at you in defiance. Thoroughly cowed, you stop what you were doing and step back away from the king. Right. Since nothing's happening, after a few moments you stop trying.
You'll be wanting to keep quiet. Dugan here was the right terror in real life. I'm sure death has just made him angrier.
Okay. Guess I'll just leave him alone then. Now this statue. They are clearly wanting for something to be placed in their hand. Simply doesn't fit. No, I didn't attempt to cut a piece of marble from that statue. I attempted to put something in the statue's hand. No! Yeah, I don't really have much. Unless this is meant to go in their hand? No. I was thinking hand, starry shape. He doesn't have anything else useful. towers. The South Tower, North Tower, and West Tower. Still that room of darkness that I can't do anything in. Like, I even tried using my light spell and it didn't do anything. I guess there's a door here that we haven't been through. The North Tower. Unless that's that might be the Halloween thing. Halloween Town place. Actually, castle. It's also the library. There's something going on with that bookcase. I don't know how to get it to work. Aside from that, we could go back to the caves. We could go back through, like, run all the way back and start looking for any of those runes that we need to grab, you know? I know there's a couple in that hideaway for sure. Then there was one by, big, yeah, over here next to the gate. I'll first check the, I guess this would be the North Tower. Oh, yeah, it's locked from the other side. That's the weird thing. Banded together with strong iron. Locked from the other side. Very strange. Thousands of ancient tomes, and also this one very odd bookshelf. Even have the option. You know?
I seem to remember reading this one as a young magi.
What? This one? No, was it this one? Which one was it? That was just kind of weird. The younger said to the elder, "And with what shall I eat my mutton?" With a toothless grin, the elder pulled forth a spoon from the confines of his robes. The younger smiled in obvious delight, saying, "Godspeed, my frothsome hollow friend."
I don't get it.
Yorick says without a trace of sarcasm. Yeah, well, why did you stop me? Then. Just to say that. It's weird. It's so weird. There's also 2 empty spots. But I don't know that I've got any books that I can actually put in there. Simply will not fit. No, won't fit. Let's try closing up all of our books. See if any of them will fit. Oh! With an audible click, the book slides into the slot like it was made to be there. Okay. Whoops. No, don't open it. Start using our books on this other. There's no effect on the bookcase. Don't have to do anything constructive to the bookcase. What? Failed to accomplish much of anything. That's weird. It feels like then this is not a spot that I should do anything with. I have to leave the book in place. Do I now? The book comes out a few inches before suddenly stopping with a click. A low rumble follows and the bookcase to the right shakes a bit. You step back, watching as the bookcase slides away, revealing a passage to an adjoining room. This library must contain thousands of ancient tomes. Okay. Ooh. If you were to hazard a guess, you believe this hidden room must have been a wizard's private study. Several fire pits are set within the floor. Yeah, private study. My pumpkin! My final pumpkin! This room glows with power. It's firmly attached to the stone floor. Truly, this must have belonged to one of the wizards of the circle. Take it. You approach the rune. A strange power overtakes you. Both your hand and the rune glow with a magical light as you pull it from the floor and place it in your satchel. Whispered voices, not unlike what you heard when you were initiated on the summoning dice, fill your head with a triumphant chorus. A series of glowing symbols, lines, and dashes pulsate along the floor. Fix your mind on the markings and attempt to draw power from it. You only succeed in giving yourself a headache. A series of strange magical markings are carved into this log. You roll the log into the pit. The flames immediately leap into the air in a most supernatural way. With a crackle and pop, the fire elemental appears in the room, playfully flitting about the enchanted fire. In a supernatural way. Ooh. This brass globe has the raised outlines of land features carved into it. Craftsmanship is uncanny. This appears to be a pile of petrified logs. This table is crafted from a single piece of mahogany. Perhaps it came from the Torlin forest. Perhaps not. Simply too large to move around. The sky outside the window churns with angry storm clouds. Window is already opened. Well, might as well. Since he's here. Grasping the silver orb in both hands, you advance on the fire elemental. There is a brief struggle before the artifact successfully pulls the entity inside. The surface of the orb now radiates an intense heat. Cool. Guess we'll leave the room then. Well, we've got a fire elemental. Not sure what I'm gonna do with that. Oh, it was marked on the map too. If I'd have known that. Well, I suppose I should go back to the tower. Look for that Halloween room. No, it's not going to be in this tower. Maybe this one. Your satchel. A large area of the wall is cracked and destroyed. Multiple locations. Several cracks in the wall are large enough to reveal something hidden behind. Attempt to dig into the crack to grab what's concealed there. However, the crack needs to be broken open wider first. Swing your hammer at the crack and land a solid blow, loosening the stone and revealing a concealed metallic object. You pull the lustrous metallic artifact from the damaged wall. Power flows from the instrument and courses through your fingertips and up your arms. You know beyond a doubt that this can only be the Platinum Horn, the legendary relic of summoning. A series of amazingly intricate archaic runes and glyphs are etched upon the smooth, reflective surface of the curved horn. Yeah, I know there was some note, right, that said something about the things we needed. Either a note or maybe a book. Gotta find that one. Herbal upheaval.
pages are blank. What the? Doors proving difficult, blah blah. Oh wait, here we go. I think this is it. 5 to find? Yeah, 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden thorn, the last to invoke the platinum horn. So we've got the platinum horn, we've got the golden thorn, we've got the silver orb as well. So yeah. But 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. To banish below? I wonder what it means by that. But this, and then the staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden thorn, the last to invoke the platinum horn. So golden thorn, platinum horn, staff of ages, silver orb. That's only 4. And then 5 to find is what it says, and 3 are 1? I don't know. It's some weird riddle over here. Yeah. The last to invoke the platinum horn. Well, we did good in this room. The chipped and faded image on the wall is dominated by a heroic figure in the foreground, blowing a horn in the midst of a huge battle. Let's hit up here. Yeah, she did. Much too large to move around. Yeah. So it wasn't that one. It must be this one then, yeah? That's the door what's locked from the other side, which is weird. Here we go. Hey, look at that. Let me just carve up this pumpkin here. Boom. Pumpkin falls to the ground with a thump that echoes across the field. Okay, I did the thing. Visualize the sign in your mind, and within moments lean into the pumpkin with the dirk. You deftly wield the flashing blade as if possessed. When finished, you admire the carved jack-o'-lantern. I also remember a note a note about this Halloweeny thing, right? Fabrics too shredded and tattered to wear. Good grief. Bring 3 pumpkins to the place beyond the harvest door, but be wary, for only one outfitted in a mask for the hallowed eve can gain entrance. Carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed, and this will all end. Illuminate the sacrifices. Light the wick of the candles. Well, not sure how to put those out, I guess. Light them up. You lift the top of the pumpkin and light the candle inside. It blazes with an ethereal glow. The candle flickers and goes out. Does it? Does it though? Oh, that was probably this candle. Flickers. The glowing face of the pumpkin seems to be laughing at you. You can't help but think that there is intelligence behind the carved eyes. Stare into the scary visage of the jack-o'-lantern, mesmerized by the way the eyes glow with an unearthly light. So, bring the 3 pumpkins to this place. Carve my visage, illuminate the sacrifices. Then I will be freed. This will all end. For a moment you contemplate digging up who or whatever is buried here. Then common sense kicks in and you discard that ridiculous notion. Yeah, my candle flickers, it goes out. I mean, I lit them up. Now what? Preternatural flames lick at the sockets of this bleached skull. Circle replete with a dizzying array of strange swirls and archaic symbols has been scorched into the earth. Curious hum seems to emanate from it as well. And I'll do a case of spill. Sparks. No. Sensor. No. What do you got to say? The wizards would not have placed so many powerful runes throughout the castle if they did not have some greater purpose. Perhaps you should take them for yourself. That's what I'm doing, but also that doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing right now. Yorick, what about the pumpkins? I don't know, do I leave? Go transport it somewhere else. With a strange circle on the ground, you have the disturbing feeling that someone or something is watching from the shadows. Yeah, well... Did I do it? Am I done here? Are we good? What you expected hasn't happened. The Platinum Horn did not do anything to the diagram. Well... Pumpkin has already been carved. Yes, it has. Pumpkin is already lit as well. Well, what do you want from me? What do you want from me? You've supposedly been freed now. Place beyond the harvest door. Yeah, I've got the Halloween mask. Then you must carve my visage and illuminate the sacrifices in the field of jack-o'-lanterns. Then I will be freed and this will end. All end. Cordially, DP. Nothing happened. I did everything you wanted. Forlorn and eerie fields strewn with pumpkins as far as the eye can see opens up before you. Curious hum. Invocan. Nothing. Flumoris. Absolutely nothing. Sparks. Absolutely nothing. Man. Whatever. I'm out of here. Oh, yes. Door locked from the other side. Actually, let's just take a look at that door. Locked from the other side. What happens if I try to use entries? Release power of the spell. This effect produces some pretty fireworks and a headache, but little else. And same with the Gop. Yeah. Well, the Gop just explodes in my face. Cold and unused, gathering dust. All right then. I'll take that. Let's go all the way back. Just to be sure we don't miss anything. Like what? Thick green roots twist through the dense foliage. Yeah, but... what if I want this? Drop the helm into your satchel. Oh, would you look at that? Swap the oversized hat for the oversized helm. Yeah, sitting atop your head, this rusty metal helm is several sizes too large. This dented helm looks a bit small for you. Man, do I never get anything just right. Well. I have internet. What's going on? That's weird. It was like my internet dropped for a minute there. Very strange because I didn't drop any frames or anything. Anyways, I do want to see, since I've got this grappling hook. Failed to do anything constructive to the cave. There's an opening! Sense a furtive movement within the darkness of the opening. Something or someone is definitely up there. Yeah, and I want to say hello. Whatever. They gave me that lovely silver arrow which helped out. Ah. I'll take that. Ah, yes. No runes in here. Hello. You don't seem to really have much back here, so I'm just gonna leave, okay? What if I nab you? Right? What happens if I... You try to use the silver orb on the elemental, it effortlessly dances out of your reach. What? I guess it can only hold one at a time. Well, let's go grab these. Blue pulsating mass spews forth arcing electricity and showers of sparks. The goblin at your feet is testament to your fighting prowess. Either that or just dumb luck. Well, firstly, I guess... I haven't gotten any new spells. Which isn't ideal. But I would like... run through here. Yeah, I'd like to see what happens if I use this guy here. Considering what you've been able to imprison, you aren't surprised that the lava has no effect on the silver orb. I'm talking about releasing here. Got an elemental trapped here. Well. Nice elemental escapes, quickly disappearing from sight. Okay. Fine. Eagle in flight. A faint glow runs along its surface. Blowing wind. 3 triangles stacked as a pyramid. Faint glow runs along its surface. In between deep crevices. Create with 3 squiggly lines, each running parallel to the others. Faint glow runs along its surface. Yes. Tree. The all-seeing eye. Green that looks like a shooting star. Now, well, first off, those are 4 vertical lines. Hand this thing 4 vertical lines. What a weird tablet. But also, 5 to find, 3 are 1. I've got 3. I've got 7 of these things. But this one, 3 are 1? I don't know. The rune did not do anything to the rune. Why, that thing looks like a relic from the past. I wonder what it does. Yeah, I do wonder what it does, Yorick. I too wonder. The devouring flames care not what they consume, but you should. Lose something in there and there'll be no getting it back. Yeah. Nothing happened when you used the rune on the rune. Doesn't really accomplish much. Suppose could try going back to the castle. Here. Wait. I wanna try. Absolutely ridiculous, this. I don't think it's an internet issue. I'm pretty sure it's just a Twitch server issue, which sucks. Anyways, attempt to use the platinum horn on the statue, but failed to accomplish much of anything. Yeah. Several symbols resonate with you. A hand, followed by a pointed star, and 4 vertical lines. Whatever that's supposed to represent. Oh, sorry. Here. There you go. Yeah, I don't know what these 4 vertical lines are supposed to be. Hand, star thing, 4 vertical lines. It's weird. Standing on the base, inscribed with the words Reliant Triumph. There's this guy, an empty slot set within its outstretched arm. Which means something goes in its hand. But I have no clue what. And I need another spell. There's those sparkles again. Wonder if you've been in this cave before. Perhaps you're going around in circles. You attempt to smash the already destroyed statue with the hammer. You fail to make much of a difference. Platinum horn failed to do anything destructive to the statue. Let's save. It's just been a while. I guess must have gotten all of the runes that we can find. Need something to make me like weightless in order to get across that bridge. Some kind of symbol on the stone in there. Got the 2 runes in there. Got the rune there. Then you move up to the castle. Don't know what to put in her hand. Took care of that darkness. Now we're in the catacombs here. There's this chasm, but the rock table requires a spell that I don't seem to have. That goes to the lower catacombs. And the lower catacombs. There's just a couple of rooms, there's some tar, and then you go back up to the upper catacombs, and there's subterranean. Well, actually, go up to the catacombs, and then up to the upper catacombs, which is just the Warlock Lord. What if I tried lighting the tar on fire? Using the lit torch has no effect on the tar pit. Okay. What if I use sparks? Which find one of them there? No. Just an earthquake. Yeah, don't know what the tar pit's for. Combining spells fail. But it might be possible to combine spells, maybe. Nope, can't combine any of these spells, huh? This is on the air, but... This is getting really ridiculous. OBS just keeps disconnecting. I'm looking at the stats, I'm not seeing any skipped or missed frames or anything. So I have no clue why it's happening. It's so weird. I've tried every spell I can on this thing. Morris. Spark. sensor. And nothing. Nothing seems to work. Nothing results. Don't get it. This is interesting. You should go take a closer look. One of the wizard's spells. Might do the trick. Yeah, if only I knew the spell that's required here. Like, I don't get it. Be wary, the Warlock Lord will not be easily overcome. The Circle of 12 possess artifacts of great power. You should return to the castle and seek them out. Such artifacts could mean the difference between victory and ruination in the times ahead. Yup. And I've got several. Got 7. Yeah, no, that did nothing.
Today, death has claimed a hero of the realm.
Yep. Not be easily overcome. The Circle of 12 possessed artifacts. There's sparkles. Will not be easily overcome. Gosh dang it, Yorick. How about this? Oh my goodness. Black substance. Be wary, Warlock Lord. That's all he seems to say lately. Uh-huh. Okay, so that's just what he says. If I'm anywhere that he doesn't have anything to say about. So I guess those sparkles are nothing, then. But where am I gonna find another spell? Would not have placed so many powerful runes throughout the castle if they did not have some greater purpose. Should take them for yourself. Yeah, if I need to find more. I found 7, but I have no clue where to find any others. I assume there's 12, one for each of the circle of 12. Not sure what to do with this statue. Despair humbled. Fear cowers. Reliant triumphant. I'm not intending to sit on it. I wanted to throw it into the fireplace. Appears to have fallen from the ceiling. The spear. This is the room where you Flumoris to see things. There's not much else to do in here. Music room. Hey, buddy. Crashes all around Lekmir's floating body, giving you a nasty shock. Invoca. No. Crawl through the grasping roots. Small nook, housing a desk and various scholarly paraphernalia. Yes. The window's already opened, as though it could ever be closed. I wasn't trying to open or close the window. Sheesh. So it does seem to be an internet issue of some kind. It's just like my internet just cuts out and then comes back. And then cuts out and then comes back. So weird. But I've disconnected and reconnected my internet cable, and I've got a splitter that I powered off and powered back on. So hopefully maybe that'll fix the issue. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's so weird. Especially since like my computer does have Wi-Fi. So you'd think it would fall back to that if needed, but it doesn't seem to. I don't know. All these statues. Oh, armor. Welded together. No. I wasn't using on the stained glass, I was using on this clearly magical light shining through it. I still haven't found a use for the flute or the lute yet. I am certainly at a loss. Yeah. I have taken them. As many as I could find thus far. Comfortable pull your side. Alright, you feel an uncomfortable pull in your side. Oh boy. Well. Wait. Oh no, these are nothing. Okay. Take that back now. Also, what was that? After all these years, the castle still looks impressive. And? Yorick? What of it? Maybe... Yeah, nothing. I don't know, because it's like... Yeah, a hand followed by a pointed star and 4 vertical lines. Oh, these are 4 vertical lines. Warped reflection of yourself. Or looking around the room, a faint warping effect moves across its surface. Nothing. Seems to be a keystone. With a shield outline. Strange writings cover the stone. Majal. Amongst the hard to decipher language. It's getting real old, dude. Hate this. Anyways. How the heck could I possibly become light as a feather? I'll use this. Play around with the rune. After a moment, you stop, having grown bored. Press lips to the horn and blow. Strong, clear note. And that's it. Oh, and what if I use this? Lovely. That's it. Alright. Yeah, I've got these 2 candles. Don't know what to do with those. Got a lute and a flute. Don't know what to do with those. Got all these... Got 7 runes here. Don't know what to do with them. Don't know how to become light as a feather. Man. What if I tried to use this on a room? Nothing. Invocan. Sparks. Blue Morris. Dazzling flash of light, and that's it. Okay. Fuck up. No. Nothing seems to do anything to these. The courage falters as the bridge sways and creaks. If you try that again, without some magical help, you are sure that you will fall to your death. We already got the rune from here. Going further just leads down here. Of course, invoking him again doesn't really do much.
Carry on. You must face the perils of the castle and complete your quest.
Yeah, well, a little more direction would be nice. Man, I am just completely stumped here. Box. A plate with a riding saddle. What if... Wyvern glares at you, letting out a screeching cry. Well. Spooked by my actions of holding up this towards it. You poke yourself a few times with the sharp points of the bladed sun. I don't understand. Five to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access. The bladed sun. That doesn't make any sense to me, because the bladed sun was on the necklace of this wyvern here. In order to access him, I had to... Well, first I had to open the door. And then I had to cast sparks. And then I had to feed him. And then I just took the bladed sun. So... how does this make any sense? 5 to find, 3 are 1. 1 gives access the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. joining to the golden thorn, the last to invoke the platinum horn. Yeah, I don't get it at all. I have the platinum horn, I have the golden thorn, I have the silver orb. I do not have the staff of ages, whatever the staff of ages is. I mean, unless this is the staff of ages, I highly doubt that. It's just a length of metal bar that I pried out of the sewers. That's what I see. Wait a minute. Fortune tellers call this twinkling star the Watcher. I don't get it. Why does this keep happening? So weird. I hate it. Anyways, God of Water, Ancient Tian race. First ones you see on the horizon in the winter months, it is called Thomtage, or more commonly known as the One Tree. Fallen one from the skies that come to carve out the plains of fire in the southern lands. Far and distant sun is called Firios. So I'm not sure about that, but we do have Eagle, Eye, Water, Tree, something else there. And when I look at these runes, I've got the All-Seeing Eye, I've got the Tree, got Water, got Eagle. Just not sure about that sun thing. Like, maybe this? It's a shooting star? But either way, I'm not sure what to do with them. I would assume that has something to do with, like, where I should place them, but... And there's this stupid locked from the other side door. Well, I don't want to do anything constructive. I want to do something destructive. Man. Where am I gonna get this final spell? What am I gonna do with these runes? I need a spell. I'm told I need to collect more runes, but I've collected all the ones I could find. Don't know what goes in her hand. You need a candle? No. Man. What about a torch? Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to find some kind of shadow gate. Glide or something. Okay, rock table. Okay, so here's the name of the spell that I need. Doesn't what? This walkthrough. Oh yeah, use the chrysalis spell on the rock. Bridal form. Yeah, well, where do I get chrysalis spell? You don't tell me. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, small corridor. Wait. Hold up. Small chamber. Is that in one of these towers? Maybe it's behind the locked door. Let me see. The footbridge? Wait, what? Air elemental? Where do you get the air elemental? Keep tower. What? Neat. What? I feel like this guide is for a different version of the game. Go to study. Runeator spell on the eye rune on the floor to take the eye rune? I didn't have to do that. Go to Great Room. Great Room? Great Room. On water rune on wall to take the water rune. Go to Inner Keep. What are they talking about? This definitely is a guide for a different version of the game. There's one thing, I don't know if it's even necessary, but just to see if it's even possible. Something about using this bar and the gear to take it back. Don't know why I would need the gear, but now I have it. Go into well. Oops. Actually, that's forward. Yeah, no, I can't go into well. Like, this is, yeah, this is courtyard. So unless I already did that, and... Used to be stuck. How did they... I don't know, man. I feel like... keep finding guides for... No, this seems to be a guide for this game. Unless it's for like a more difficult version. Like maybe the difficulty changes things a bunch. I don't know. Let's see. So let's first go down to the catacombs, rock table. Yeah, it does say use Chrysalis spell. I don't know about these guys. Talking about things like knives which don't exist and chrysalis spell, but not telling you where to get the chrysalis spell. Let's try this. No matches. Uh-oh. I think I failed the pumpkin thing. Apparently you're supposed to use the pumpkins on the glowing circles on the ground, then use your dirk on each of the pumpkins to carve them, then use your lit torch on them to light them. And if you carve them before placing them, then you fail to summon the dread pumpkin. Oh well. Even. Wait, what? Hold up. Oh my goodness. Is there a yellowed scroll in here? These all just say scroll, right? Look at scroll. Parchment. Scroll. These are all just scrolls. Something about a wizard skull. Placing it in the door frame back at the beginning of the game there. Hold up. Okay. So the chrysalis spell has something to do with the mirror room, but the mirror rooms have to be activated by putting a skull in the doorway back at the beginning. Oh, you said something about wizard skull. Let's see if we just search skull. Okay, here we go. Stained glass stretch across the stone at the top of the shadow. Wait, what? It's floor. Banquet hall. I'm not sure which, because it labels things like, you know, grand hallway, yeah, and banquet hall and courtyard, and then it just says floor. What floor? Are any of these all say landing? Spire and things. I don't. What? Shadows from the stained glass, though. That makes me think. Not floor, but. This. This is a banquet hall. Wait, what? What? Stepping for a closer look at the reflection cast upon the floor by the stained glass window. What? How was I supposed to know that you could click on that? Stained glass window. The moonlight highlights a section of the floor. Yeah. Edge of the stone and pry it up. A bleached skull grins at you from the hole. Now that is a right handsome looking chap, if I do say so myself. Pull the skull from its hiding place, placing it in your satchel. Well, there we go. So I guess this is floor, is what they mean. Yeah. Oh my goodness, dude. Wild. Shows a symbol emblazoned on its forehead. You can't help but feel you've seen this before. Here we go. All the way back. You ready? We're going way back. Shivers. Okay. Boom. Skull seems to leap from your hands and into the slot on the archway. Faint sounds deep within the castle walls signal something has happened. Skull exudes an almost melancholy air, looking into its empty eyes and weathered surface, a sense of palpable regret overcomes you. Palpable regret? Well, if we go this way, should be to the mirror room, right? Or... yeah, no, mirrors are crypt. Or sewer, I guess. Either way kind of works. Yeah, look at that. Okay, so now I can step into this one. Blech. Close your eyes and step into the mirror. The expected collision never happens. Instead, the surface of the mirror gives way before you experience a moment of weightlessness. When you open your eyes, you are somewhere else. Some catastrophic event befell this inner keep, smashing the furniture to bits and opening the walls to the elements. You shudder at the devastation. Rummage through the sack and find 2 scrolls, which you place in your pack. Skeleton entombed within an icy, tattered robe lies before you on the snow-covered floor of this keep. I'm gonna take this. Fire rune. Yes, whispered voice. Triumphant chorus. Cursory glance at the stiff frozen robes reveals nothing of interest. What about this doorway? Surrounded by the gatekeeper mountains, a lone keep sits in silent vigil on the summit of the snowy peak. Flames lick at the wood hesitantly before quickly spreading, engulfing the entire structure. I don't get it. I don't get why this keeps happening. So often. Okay, so that's into this place. Actually, are we able to... doesn't look like it. Let's try going up the outside. Around the outside, around the outside. You hug the weathered wall, occasionally slipping as you climb the stone steps. You stand on top of the keep with a panoramic view of your surroundings. A huge column of wind spins violently, threatening to lift you off your feet. By the way, maybe we should take a look at those scrolls. You read the words on the scroll. One particular word stands out from the rest. Chrysalis. In your mind's eye, you see a glyph glowing with power. As you quickly write down the strange marking in your spellbook, the scroll crumbles in your hands. You have learned a spell. You read the hastily scrawled message written on the scroll. I entrust this task to you, my friend. My pet air elemental can provide safe passage over treacherous terrain and has even, on one occasion, flown me over a rickety bridge. But be warned, it needs to be soothed and calmed before you can approach it. Gotcha. What if I play... Actually, first... simply no room to carve an additional holes in the fife. I've never seen an elemental so enraged and, well, puffed up. Yes, let's play a flute. You place the flute to your lips, playing a melody that has been bouncing around in your head for hours. Calmed by the aria, the whirlwind quickly shrinks to a much smaller size. Triumphantly, you realize that this must be an air elemental. Yes. Yes. You hold the silver orb out before you. The elemental attempts to resist the artifact's magical power, but to no avail. With a rush of air, the fountain of air is sucked inside. Nice. Okay. What's this? Although it is covered in snow, it's obvious that this obelisk was intentionally smashed to pieces. Try to scrape away the ice and snow that covers the obelisk. Your efforts are fruitless. Alright. Back through the mirror. Headlong into the... Wait. Let me... Hold up. You run headlong into the mirror. Amazingly, the surface gives way. You trip and stumble as lights and vibrations fill your senses. When you come to, you realize you've been transported somewhere else. Yeah, so let's go through this one. You close your eyes and walk right into the mirror. The expected smack does not happen. Instead, you feel the surface of the mirror give way and experience a moment of weightlessness. When you open your eyes, you are somewhere else. This circular room appears to be used for storage. Unfortunately, it has been ransacked, perhaps by goblins. Attempt to repair the damaged crate, but I didn't attempt to repair the damaged crate, you liar. You throw the bolt open, unlatching the door. Tug multiple times before the door reluctantly opens. Telltale droppings at the base of this hole indicate that a mouse must be the culprit. So now we've got this room, which I assume is just here. Harp is stuck on something, and as a result, won't come free. Now I don't attempt to repair, I attempt to smash! Well. Smash! Causing further distress to the wood. Smash! Man. It doesn't want to let me smash. Well. I guess this is just for quick travel, kind of? Not that quick of travel, but anyways, we now have a way to get across that one chasm. Yep. Is this the... No, that's not the right chasm. Down here. And then, yeah. Let me just let me go. Just let me go places. Alright. So. I'm gonna save. And... I think I need to use it here. With hiss and a puff of air, the air elemental escapes the orb. The wispy singularity lights on the bridge and playfully lifts it in the air. The bridge somehow looks sturdier. Nice. Yeah, no, I'm trying to go. Come on. Okay. The elemental playfully lifts you into the air as you bound across the rickety bridge. Chiseled from the rock, this claustrophobic chamber has all the earmarks of crude dwarven craftsmanship. In the center, a large stone tablet stands, 5 slots carved into its face. As I recall, the all-seeing eye goes here. The tree goes here. Water there. Eagle here. And then I'm going to assume it's probably fire that goes there. It's like their chain is made of strange type of metal. You pull down on the chain with a jerk. At once, the room fills with an ethereal light that emanates from the stone wall. A surge of energy quickly follows and in a flash fashions itself into an ancient thing of legend. A wooden stave, pulsing with a strange power, waits before you, suspended in the air. You grasp the legendary staff and place it into your satchel. Congratulations, you have earned the Chosen One achievement. The Chosen One! You run your fingers lovingly across the staff. The wood from which it is carved is unlike any you have ever seen. Slots near the top of the stave indicate that there may have been other pieces connected to it. Perhaps it is? Blade Sun and the ancient stave refuse to come together. Well, what about this? As if it is meant to be, vines shoot from the golden thorn, wrapping itself into place at the top of the stave. Now? No. Hey, where's, oh, there it is. My horn. But it hasn't happened. The platinum horn did not do anything to the stave with thorn. Okay. What about the orb? No. Hi, welcome back again. I don't understand why it keeps going down every like 5 minutes. I hate this. Hate it so much. I am curious about something though. Okay, I think we're still on just the one stream. It hasn't broken it into like multiple streams, which is good. Don't know what this is all about yet. But what I do know is we've got this 6 staff. So we need some sort of power in order to be able to attach this orb to it. And this doesn't seem to go into it at all. Got our crystal spell, so we can go across that one chasm now. Air elemental hovers about to... Oh wait. As you leave the chamber, the air elemental reappears and playfully lifts you across the rickety bridge. You stand at the edge of the lava-filled chasm. Remnants of the air elemental hovers about the rickety bridge. That's very nice of them. What if I try to put them back in the orb? Okay. Chrysalis. Let me just take a look here. Yeah, it seems like we are supposed to then just go straight. Okay. So I believe we now just go back into the catacombs. Stop stopping me. Just let me go. You're not saying anything that I haven't already seen. It's not like something's actually happening. Seriously. Yeah, I'm taking a breath, and... Stop it. Shut up. It goes so far. Okay. Now, we'll try casting it from here, but I might need to go up to it. You close your eyes in concentration and let out the spell with a whisper. Chrysalis. The air at the edge of the chasm coalesces into a beam of light that reaches out across the chasm to the other side, creating a bridge that spans the depths below. Woo! Close your eyes and raise 1 foot above the chasm before taking a leap of faith. You breathe a sigh of relief as you step out onto the light and move across the magical bridge to the other side. Cock your head, noting an almost imperceptible hum running through this chamber. The sound is just loud enough to set your teeth on edge. You should probably also just, save. Been through a lot. Well, impossible to describe, you get a distinct sense of wrongness when staring at this opening. You've seen your fair share of cave openings, and this one is no different. Let's go to the wrongness. Getting tired of the drab rock walls in these catacombs. Yes, I am. There's literally nothing here. Shake your head, hoping to clear it. This maze of caves seems to never end. Truth be told, you wonder if you are lost. I'm not lost. The glow from the crystals casts a sickly glow throughout the tunnel. There's a skull over there. I guess we keep on going. Imbued with the ancient symbols. A stone skull, some 30 hands high, has been carved from solid rock. 5 stalagmites arranged in what looks like fingers appear ready to crush whoever is foolish enough to approach the spectacle. 5 fingers. Interesting. Stone obelisk has been smashed to pieces, perhaps by magic, perhaps by brute force. But also... it's time to Invocan! You focus your will on the stone obelisk. With a whispered word, your spell is unleashed. The image of Lakmir forms from the obelisk.
The time is at hand, is it not? If you are wise, you know the way into the chamber beyond. What is there? I cannot know, but perhaps you do. For you are beyond what you were, beyond what I dreamt of. Yes, surely more than a simple soldier. I pray you have come prepared, that you have listened to the words of the prophet. 5 to find, 3 are one. 1 gives access, the bladed sun. The silver orb to banish below. The staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining 2, the golden thorn. The last to invoke, the platinum horn. The 3 pieces of the staff must be joined to make that which was unmade. But this cannot be done without an empowerment to bind them together.
Yeah.
An empowerment not unlike the capturing of elementals. An empowerment that requires a great sacrifice. Now, let us be done with it.
Great sacrifice? Congratulations, you have earned the messenger achievement.
Take my essence into the orb and assemble the staff.
The wizard says, as his ghostly image flickers in the torchlight. That's the great sacrifice, huh? As you have done previously with the elementals, you hold up the orb. You gotta be kidding me, dude. It just had to cut out right at that moment. Did a cool animation of them combining into the staff, and then it went into my pocket. A wave of power joyfully courses through your body. You've created the legendary Staff of Ages. See, there it is. That's what it looks like. You stand in awe as you gaze at the legendary Staff of Ages. Its power beyond your comprehension. Now here's the question. See this hand? This thing. 4 vertical lines. There's 5 vertical lines. What if I smash one? Attempt to use a hammer on the stone finger, but fail to accomplish much of anything. Okay. I mean, clearly I gotta use it on one of them. I'm just not sure which one. No time for dawdling, boy. Shut your face. The snap, you set the blade sun to the stone finger. It fits perfectly. Use the stone finger on the stone. No. Make the blade sun. Which one do I use it on? Fits perfectly. Fits perfectly. No time for doll. Shut your face, bro. Yeah. What you expect, it hasn't happened. So, does the 4 mean that I have to use it on the 4th finger? Doesn't seem like it. It's perfectly no time for dawdling, boy. No. Should I put it in the 4th one? No effect. Chrysalis. Shoot forth from your hands, and then nothing. I mean, I've got the staff, but clearly something has to happen here. So says this tablet. Protrudes from the rock floor, it resembles a finger, and harbors a space made for some type of ornament. But I've only got the one ornament, so... It's not as though I can duplicate it, right? All right. Oh. Okay, I didn't even... Why would I... What? You know, maybe the stone tablet could have actually had that instruction. So yes, I was right. Use this on the fourth finger here. And then apparently you have to use the horn. Which actually, hang on, I want to... see. Does this mention anything about that? 5 to find, 3 are become 1. Gives access to the... 1 gives access to the bladed sun. That doesn't make any sense. But the silver orb to banish below, staff of ages to vanquish the foe. Joining to the golden thorn. The last to invoke the platinum horn. No, it just says the last to invoke the platinum horn. It doesn't say anything about needing to use it here. You confidently place the instrument to your lips and blow. A single clear note sounds and echoes throughout the chamber. The bladed sun answers the horn's call, illuminating with a pulsing of power. Grudgingly, with a grinding of ancient stone, the mouth of the great skull slides open, revealing a doorway. It's what I'm talking about. Huh. The mammoth chamber shakes as you enter, nearly driving you to your knees. An awe-inspiring creature flush with immense power rises from the glowing pit. Veins of energy arc across from the pit, disappearing through the rock walls below and into the foundations of the world beyond.
And so, young Jer, it begins.
Oh.
At last, like a fool to folly, I led you thus. You brought me to that which I could not easily bring myself. Behold, the behemoth. He who has been here since the foundations of the world were laid. Within him is power immeasurable. Power that even the circle could not foresee. Witness now as I take this power. Witness the rise of Talimar the Black.
I think not. There he is. Several entities coalesce from the pit to surround the behemoth. The air crackles with a gathering of energies. What if I use this on... You level the Staff of Ages as at the being. Joined by the essence of Lakmir, the surge of ancient power flows from your body, and through the staff in a beam of kaleidoscopic energy. Bah!
No! What have you done, fool? The beast must be destroyed. You have brought desolation upon us. You have brought us to ruin. Ruin? I think not. You have done well, grandson. For the behemoth is neither good nor evil, but simply one who holds fast the fates of this world. Life, death, war, peace, sorrow, joy. These he disperses from the pit in careful measure. He has guarded these fates, and I, in turn, have guarded his power. Until now. This power I pass unto you, and bestow upon your brow a new name. Lord Jer of the Westland. Forsake it not, and wield it well. For in you, the circle shall live on.
Indeed. And I thank you thusly, my ancestor. Well, I feel like that'll probably be the last time that happens this stream, because we are at 3 hours and we beat the game. But as I was saying, sick music. Oh, that's nice. They actually credited the original NES music. Oh, look at that. It goes behind the foreground stuff. That's cool. Heroes, wizards, oh, beta testers, knights. Cool. Sick credit riffs.
For 40 years he has reigned. Jer, Lord of the Westland, the seed of prophecy. He who defeated Talimar the Black and kept the fates of the world secure in the behemoth's grip. Or so he thought. For from within the pit, strife had escaped. Unchecked, it moved throughout the Westland and its bordering ally, Cal Torlin. And it was there it sowed discord and discontent. And the eons-old lasting peace between the two nations? Not but a fool's dream.
Jer who? What? I don't know any Jer.
Within Cal Torlin's capital city of Gwenenthel, the change is evident. The vast port city has slowly shuttered its doors. Its great docks no longer host to the tall sails of ships from faraway lands. Its bustling streets, once replete with merchants and wayfarers, now empty. Well, nearly so. For it is here we find a small fenling, moving in plain sight as they often do. Like Lord Jer, he goes by many names, albeit all of his own choosing. Although, if you were unfortunate enough to brush against him, you might give him another. Thief. And so, in a dark Gwenenthel, the next tale begins.
The next tale?
Not before a fabled door within the Gatekeeper Mountains, nor within the depths where prophecy was fulfilled and evil overcome, nor in a great hall where honors are given and received. Rather, it begins here in the capital city, when a fenling is apprehended and delivered to the dungeons. The misunderstood pilferer, Del Cottonwood.
Beyond Shadowgate, I see. Coming in 2016. Yeah, it's... I believe it exists. I remember seeing it on Steam. Congratulations! You have beaten the Warlock Lord and saved the land of Cal Torlin. You have earned the Hero Achievement. You have defeated the Warlock Lord and saved the lands of Shadowgate. Wow! Amazing! We did it! Good game. Struggled a little bit, because I hadn't even thought to look at the floor there. Like, I'd clicked around the room, but there didn't seem to be anything really there specifically. Yeah, the light was shining on the floor, but that's lighting.
Yeah. Oh well. Thankfully, that was really all the coaxing I really needed. I made through the rest of the game by myself. So, I had seen mention in one of the guides or something that there was apparently some note that mentioned this. Maybe I read it last stream, but that was like 2 weeks ago, and it's gone from my mind. Or maybe that was a note that was only in some other version of the game. I don't know. There's like 2 or 3 different. The game was originally made for like Macintosh back in the 1980s, and it was in black and white. And then it was re-released on the NES, and now it was re-released 2014 on PC in this grand version. But yeah. Anyways, we did it. We did it. We saved the lands. Except for that whole strafe thing, apparently. It's not my fault. Huh? Anyways. Next stream, which will hopefully not have these fluctuating internet issues, be on Monday for some more Dark Souls 3 Cinders. Then, on Wednesday, I'll be playing some more Sea of Stars. Spectacular RPG. Really enjoying it. And then, next Saturday, we'll be celebrating Metroid Prime 2's 20-year anniversary. It's been 20 years since that game came out, and I played it when it came out. So, making me feel old, but it's good to celebrate, because few people do celebrate Metroid Prime's anniversaries. Nintendo certainly doesn't. So someone's gotta, and I'll do that next Saturday. Should be fun. But regardless, be kind to yourself. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.